bad.
We've had some interesting conversations. Should probably mute this
If
as
you
well.
could mute it on there, you absolute idiot.
Well, we're getting there. It really wouldn't be this podcast if we didn't fuck up within the first couple of minutes.
Oh yeah, I've updated the bits that I needed to. I've done my part.
Okay. Are we actually recording this time? I don't want to get half an hour in again.
Give me a minute. yeah, we're recording. Shut up.
Right, well,
It's us, the lads.
The boys are back in town.
Leaning in on my fucking camera. Get out of
it. Good.
Get out of me camera.
It's a good airline.
Is it?
I fucking set my computer up. I don't know how to get the comments up now. Fuck it.
Oh, gee. Right. Click on the word Juxtapals. Like, fucking slightly lower down. Like there.
Not gonna lie, it's just making the fucking screen bigger.
Right, bloody this. Like, look. Wait, 1 minute. Right. This bit. There you go, and then it pops up.
Actually, I know what I've done wrong now.
You know what you've done wrong?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I didn't expand the bit that needed to be expanded. We're live. We're ready. Don't fucking touch me.
How long have we been live for? Nearly 2 minutes now.
Yeah, well, I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll, bitch.
How you doing? How's your week been?
It's been a tough week.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, well, fuck you with your foul language. I don't give a fuck.
Been a rough week, has it?
I don't know. It's been a rough week. It's only Tuesday. I'm not even on our department.
Oh,
I'll take 10 calls a day.
10 calls a week.
10 calls a day. It's up now.
What is up?
We're busy.
Jesus. Do you find you get busier at certain times of the month?
Yeah, it's usually the beginning of the month.
Beginning of the month, not end of the month.
Well,
end beginning, it's the same, I guess.
Yeah, it's like from maybe I want to say the 26th or 27th through till the 10th.
Oh, okay, so you get a good 20 days of fuck all.
Yeah. Well, not fuck all, just less.
Oh, Jesus.
We like to keep the idiots calling in all month round.
Do you want to know how many pizzas I made in 2 days?
47 billion.
Not quite that many, no.
No,
In fact, significantly less.
212.
No, it was 120, but that's, for one bloke.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
How many of them did you eat?
I want to say probably total 1 3/4.
So 2.
Practically 2. One of them was one that I burnt, so I just, ate a bit out of that middle and then chucked it.
Right, okay. That makes more sense.
It was a busy weekend. Especially, Friday was just busy. Friday was alright.
Yeah.
Because it got to, because we start at 4. We actually start taking calls at 4. And by 5:30, Mick wanders in the kitchen and goes, "Oh yeah, we're at 40 already." And I went, "Oh, alright." So I got more dough balls out because they're all frozen. So I've got more out to defrost. Because if you defrost them in the microwave, they don't do well.
We've been over this.
They're not great. They're bad. Even if you defrost them perfectly and they don't dry out, they don't have any time to prove, so the crust doesn't do anything. They're just completely flat. They look sad. They're not great. So then I went, okay, it's pretty much payday weekend. So what I'm going to do is for tomorrow, I'll get 4 trays out. You get 18 dough balls in a tray.
Okay.
When you stack them right. So I thought, I'll get 4 trays out. Still wasn't quite enough. And it got to the point where my boss goes in and is like, "Oh, get the microwave going." And I said to him, I put some in the microwave, and I said to him when he came back, I was like, "All right, I'll do it, but I refuse to accept any complaints about the quality of the dough."
Yeah.
He wandered off for 5 minutes, came back and said, "Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll call it there." Which, was nice of him. So yeah, Saturday was busy. Friday was busy, and Saturday, like, it was weird because for the first, like, hour, me and Mick were just sat there going, "Oh, is there any pointers coming in? We've got 3 orders today, scheduled for, like, 8 o'clock. Is there any point in, like, staying open until then?" And then it got busy. Because, like, Friday, it was all pre-booked. Like, everyone was ringing in for stuff in a couple of hours, so it was fine. But then, it was just, like, suddenly busy on there.
I suppose that's good that you're steadily getting busier.
It's like, this weekend we did as many as we did opening weekend, pretty much, minus the Thursday.
Yeah.
Of the Saturday, Sunday, we did almost as many as we, like, the maximum that we have done before, and it was a lot easier this time. Like, it wasn't mad. It was perfectly doable. So yeah, first weekend, because everyone wants to support us, very nice of everybody, but everybody orders first weekend. Then it died. It got a lot quieter. We were doing like 30 a night, sometimes at a push. Like, usually Thursdays we were doing about 20.
Yeah.
But January, February, all businesses die for a couple of months because it's right after Christmas.
Yeah.
Then March rolls around and it actually starts to pick up a bit. Even middle of the month, it's a little better.
Yeah, I suppose it's like we were saying before. It's getting hotter out now, isn't it?
Yep, it was 19 degrees today, which is significantly warmer than it has been. It was annoying, but I did go out. I went out for a nice wander.
Right.
I don't deal with the heat.
No, neither did I. I thought I did alright in about 20 degrees, but unless I've got shorts and a t-shirt on, I'm struggling.
I need to... What's the weather going to be like? Because we're open Thursday as well this week.
I think it's getting worse throughout the week.
Like, colder or hotter?
Colder.
That's okay then. The hotter it is, the hotter the kitchen is, because the way the kitchen fans work is the extract fan takes all the smoke and stuff out, but the fan just sucks air in from outside. It's not air conditioned, it just pulls air in from outside.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's have a look. Tomorrow, what we're looking. Thursday, 13, so we're alright. And then by next Monday, it's back to 7, so... Nice one. Happy. Yeah, I should be alright. I might not perish this week.
Might not sweat to death.
Yeah, no, I'll be fine until, like... It's normally May, June, where I start to complain, and then I survive until middle of July, and then I might as well not exist between, like, middle of July and... Honestly, probably middle of October.
I just don't get how people live in, like, Croatia and Spain.
You do get used to it. Like, as long as there's, like, I can survive in, like, 22 degree heat, as long as it's consistently 22. As long as it's consistently around then, I'm alright. It's when suddenly it jumps up.
Well, when I went to Croatia, it was getting to, like, 40 odd degrees during the day, with, like, 95% humidity. It's horrible.
Oh yeah, Chris does make a good point. Places like that are designed for heat, whereas here we're not. It's like Becca had a housemate from India who handled heat worse than Becca did. Because in India, you go from your air-conditioned house to your air-conditioned car to your air-conditioned job to the air-conditioned shop. Here, no. Shops are just shops.
I don't know, I'd say most shops are air-conditioned. Depends where you go. If you like going in town, most of them are air-conditioned.
I think they've got fans going, but I don't think they're properly air-conditioned. Like, restaurants, you've got a chance. You've got a chance that they're going to be air-conditioned. Primark, they've got the ones at the front. Like, they've got the heaters on in winter that just blast hot air on you and it feels nice as you walk in. But no, it's like you work in an office, they have to be air conditioned because they get far too hot otherwise because all the computers going.
The issue with like our place though is that you work with fucking idiots.
Yep.
So unless the security turns on the air conditioning at like 5 in the morning to get it properly
Nice
cold.
and chilly.
Then people come in and start opening windows, and you're like,
Yeah.
why are you opening windows? It's hot out there.
It's to get a breeze going, because there's... just sitting in the cold is one thing, but sitting in... Like, you can probably deal with 5 degree hotter as long as there's an actual breeze going.
Yeah.
I know, it's daft.
But especially like at my place, you sat in the centre of the room now, you're not really going to get a breeze.
No.
So, I suppose like houses over here really aren't.
They are to the extent that they can be, because our houses, the decent insulation keeps the warm in, and its best attempt is to keep the cold out.
Yeah.
But also the heat out, because that's how insulation works. But it just doesn't, because it ends up keeping the heat in as soon as it's in there. The bricks won't. Like, if you move into a house that hasn't had anybody in it for ages, your heating bill for the first couple of months is way more, because you've got to heat up the bricks.
Yeah, I suppose.
But in summer, instantly, the house just, like, 2 days, and it's... Can't deal with it.
I can't wait for summer to roll around so I can, put my fan at the bottom of my bed.
Yeah.
And just lay in my bed and make a sweat patch.
Yep. I used to live year round with the window open and the fan on. And then I moved out and managed to get over that. I'd still have the window open.
Yeah.
But now, neither of the bedrooms we have good windows for opening, especially when we've got cats. Because they just open out and they're like 6 foot tall. Or they're supposed to just like lean, but they don't. Like, it doesn't catch at the bottom, so it still just swings open. So we can't risk it.
You have to get something to kind of put in the way that'll let the...
Yeah, but it's just not worth the faff. Like, last year, and last year was... I remember last year being hot. Especially August. August was irredeemable.
Yeah. It's like 2018. That was an awful summer. Well, it was a good summer, because it was consistently hot for like...
I don't remember 2018. When was that? I know it was 3 years ago, but...
I remember it as the year that... The summer that was that hot for 3 months, because the World Cup was on.
Yeah. Was that only 3 years ago? No, it must have been more.
2018.
18, 19. Oh, it was like practically 4 years ago now, yeah. 18.
No, 3 years ago.
3 years, yeah.
Because if you remember, were you still working at my place then?
Yeah.
Because if you remember, the grass outside of Total Fitness completely died.
No, I don't.
Yeah, completely
I
died.
must have, like, fucking gone into a state of non-existence that I remember nothing. I remember the World Cup being on. I remember checking the scores on, like, it was the last game that England were playing. It was like I think it was semi-finals or something. It was like the last one that, like, if they lost, they were done.
Yeah.
I was keeping tabs of that because I could hear it down the road at like, you know where I used to live.
Yeah.
I could hear Beer and Wings. I could hear it. It was loud.
Yeah. But that was the last proper consistently hot summer.
Yeah, I can deal with consistently hot. Like, I sweat and I'm not happy about it, but I deal with it far better than up and down.
You can kind of adapt to it and go, alright, it's going to be sunny today, tomorrow, next week. Right.
Yeah.
Get the shorts out. Just wear shorts.
I do feel like this winter lasted longer than I remember winters most of the time. I realise that currently we're in fake spring. We're in spring 1. And winter 2's around the corner.
Best thing is about having the comment section up is just literally just watching Becca correct you on like literally everything that you say.
Yeah, well, that's what she's there for.
Yeah, that's true. But no, that were a good summer. That summer. That was the last time that the country was happy at large.
Yeah, but then they weren't, because, you know, it's coming home and that, but it didn't. It never does. It did twice, long time ago.
Twice?
Oh no, just the once. Yeah.
Just the one.
I was thinking Eurovision. I'm sorry.
Not the same thing.
We had a 95 Eurovision win or something. Becca will correct me on that one.
Yeah, she'll forget all that. Apparently schools aren't insulated, air conditioned very well.
No, I don't imagine they are. I know that mine wasn't. We were a windows open, and you were lucky if you got the fan.
I think mine were pretty similar, to be fair. But you always knew when it was getting to the end of the year, because it gets to the point where you was allowed not to wear you could not wear your blazer and get away with it.
I was a jumper high school.
No, we were jumper and
And
blazer.
it was the level of high school where they established very strict rules at the start of the year. You have to ask to take your jumper off. Blah 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 blah. Half the teachers didn't give a shit, and the other half gave up.
I never really understood them sort of rules.
No,
it's highly irrelevant once you leave school.
I know, no, and I remember it was really weird because in my last year of primary school, we got a teacher that, like, she had taught in college for a short while.
Yeah.
And she had done high school, and she came and was teaching year 6. I think her name was Mrs. Casey or something like that. She was strict, but start of the year she goes, "Yep, if you need the toilet, get up and go.
Yep.
You're not a baby. This isn't how it works in the real world. Just don't take the piss with it. If you need the toilet, get up, go to the toilet, come back, just be quiet about doing it."
Mm-hmm.
Year 7 rolls around and no, you've got to ask to go to the fucking toilet again. No, it's school does not train you for work. They train you to pass an exam. And then college gives you the building blocks of a career. And then uni is where you can kind of like lock in. If you are going to specialise, and then to be honest, you've got to look out.
And then the majority of the people that go don't actually end up doing anything to do with that fucking subject.
Yep.
Like, I did IT at college. I vaguely do IT now.
Yeah. Like, my IT lessons in high school were make a PowerPoint. Like, we never did any programming or anything like that. I was told we would. We didn't.
Yeah.
We did the tiniest amount of Flash animations. Like, the tiniest little small amount of, like, Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Our IT lessons were ridiculously bad.
Yeah, I can't really remember.
I learned nothing. But everything I know about computers, I've just learned from having to fix my own. Like, going into a computer, I can tell you what each bit does. Like, all the main bits. Couldn't go into capacitors and shit and blah, 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 and chipsets. But I could put a PC together. I can put the Lego into the Lego slot and have it turn on.
Yeah.
And if there is I'm good enough that if I'm having a problem, I know enough of the lingo to Google it.
Yeah. The only bit of the putting a computer together that I never liked, especially with Intel, because it's a fucking hassle, is putting the processor in.
Chunk!
Well, no, even if you put it in softly, if you don't just get quite right, fucks up the pins.
Yep.
Where at AMD, the pins are actually on the processor.
Yep.
So it's
I actually recently watched a video about it was are the 10th gen CPUs out for Intel yet? I think they might have just come out, but they had like one of the brand new ones. They only had one. Fucked it up by dropping it. So they did watched a video on how to replace the pins on a CPU. It is not a fun time, but it is doable. It involves a heat gun, like just holding a heat gun until the solder melts, and then you pick off the ones that are bent, and you have to replace them.
It's fucking horrible.
Yep.
But I know that because I worked at a place that built computers. Yep. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, because
even to the point where I'd put everything in, and just say to one of the lads, put that process in. I fucking hated it. Because didn't help that it was a small business as well.
Yeah.
So, like, just the extra fucking costs included in all that sort of shit. It's just like, yeah, someone else do it. Someone with steadier hands than I do that.
Yeah, because I bet even to a level insurance wouldn't cover that.
Yeah, it was fucking horrible.
Yep, no.
But everything else, you can, to a certain degree, you can be slightly heavy-handed with.
Yeah, because like I know that especially nowadays, GPUs, you have to push them in there. There is a distinct click that you have to go for.
Yep.
And some, especially the heavier ones now, they take a bit of fucking elbow grease to get them in.
Well, they fucking need to. They're heavy.
Yeah.
So, it's just one of them, innit? But yeah, I don't. That's the only if I was ever building my own computer, that's literally the only reason why I wouldn't have an Intel, because of that one reason.
There's no fucking the other one, fucking
AMD.
AMD. There's the little triangle that tells you which orientation to put it in. And then it's got that little like panel.
Yep.
That then you put the little cage over it, and then
Clip
you
it down.
clip it down. Little cage pops off.
Yeah.
You're done.
The main difference though is with Intel, it's there's no pins on the actual CPU.
Yeah.
They're all on the motherboard, and they're like maybe a millimeter.
Oh yeah.
So you have to just get right. It's horrible. It has to be like the first thing that you put in.
Yeah, it's got to be, because it's the one that if it fucks up, don't carry on. Like a RAM stick, you can get away with.
Yep.
You can get away with waiting on a stick of RAM and shoving it in later. GPU, if you fuck it up, that's costly, but maybe repairable, because it could just be an aspect of it. Like fans and stuff there.
Dime a fucking dozen anyway.
Yeah. Well, they're shocking, especially nowadays with how computers are now. Fans have had to become expensive.
Yeah.
Because they have to do a hell of a lot more cooling than they used to.
Unless you do it water cooled.
Yeah, that's a whole other ordeal.
I've never even messed with anything like that.
There is I forget what it's called, but essentially it works the same way a fridge does.
Yeah.
Where it takes heat from one part, but the heat goes elsewhere.
Yeah.
And it's essentially just a standard radiator. That instead of like a fan just on the little, like tiny radiator, it's one of those. I forget what they're called, but like a triple rad that clips to the top of the case. But it actually cools the CPU.
Yeah.
It doesn't just take the heat and take it away, it actively cools it. But some of these are too good. It's why they're not really implemented yet. There's a few on the market, but there's not many.
Yeah.
Because it cools the CPU too much, and you get condensation.
Ah,
yeah.
Right, okay. There is if you look it up online, there is a few kind of genius ways of setting up computers. One saw one where a guy just literally had it on his wall. He just had the motherboard on his wall, just screwed into the wall.
Yep. Desks are pretty cool. I've been watching a few desk builds that are fun.
Yeah.
I did see one where they waterproofed the entire thing, took all the fans off the GPU, no fans on it whatsoever, submerged it in water, and it worked.
Fucking hell.
Oh no, it wasn't water, it was mineral oil.
I was just about to say, probably oil.
Yeah, it was.
There's a few that you put it in oil, and that's quite cool.
Yeah, it was. It's like, if anything goes wrong, you got an oily PC to deal with.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice fish tank. Prod. It's a computer. Fuck you.
Yeah. I forgot how we got onto that. Oh, you were talking about you did IT
at college.
Yeah.
What a waste of fucking time that was.
Yeah, but it was a waste of time that, you know, you didn't have to, like, get a job, so.
That's true.
Like, I'm still after to do uni, but I'll have to do college before that, and that's effort.
What would you do at uni?
No idea.
Would you not do chefing or something? I don't know.
The unis that do it are far away. There's like Hull, Birmingham, or London. That's it.
I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
And every time we've talked about it, I say, fucking Blackburn does it.
Yeah, but that's Blackburn. And do I want to go there?
Yeah, that's true. I have family in Blackburn and I still don't want to fucking go there.
What is it? Your mum, your dad, and all grandparents?
Pretty much, yeah. Fuck Blackburn. Ivan Chaka's trying to get me to move back to Blackburn.
Why? But you like living here.
I do.
Do you actually?
Well, more than fucking Blackburn, yeah.
Yeah, what's Blackburn got that Preston doesn't, other than Blackburn Rovers don't even bother?
A ice skating rink.
You do have that. We technically have a cathedral. I wouldn't class it as a cathedral. You've got Blackburn Cathedral, and Blackburn Cathedral is nice to walk around.
I don't know.
It's nice. It's like across the road from the ice skating rink.
I know where it is. I've never really been in. Because it's in between the bus station and the train station.
No, it's nice. Really weirdly, when I think I was in like year 7, went on a science school trip to Blackburn Cathedral, and we watched a woman like put flowers in liquid nitrogen and smash them and stuff. It was fun. Yeah, science to a cathedral.
Not sure then.
To be fair, where I used to live in Much Hall, the church there, I forget his name, but the guy who used to live there was a scientist who was the first person to observe the transit of Venus.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. That's why when I was a scout, because when you're a scout you get your necker.
Your necker chief.
Yep. And then on the back you can have a badge, and ours was the transit of Venus and telescope. First Hall St. Michael.
I'll have to find out what my granddad's was. Because he was a scout leader.
My mum has been a beaver leader for many a year.
I think I've still got my granddad's cup at home. He did like 50 years.
Oh, there you go. I thought you were just on about like a mug.
No, he did like 50 years, so they got him like a commemorative, like metal, not flat,
tankard.
Like a tankard, yeah.
Yeah, my mum got it's just fucking leather cord like that you put around your necker as well, and it's got some fucking beads on it. She got that when she'd done like 10 or 15 years or something.
Yeah.
No, it must have been 10 years because I only started when I was like 8. I'm old. We're old, Keith.
Fucking talk for yourself.
You're older than I am.
Still.
Oh, many things have happened in our lifetimes. Disgusting things.
Horrible things. Horrible things.
Our births.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
No.
But yeah, you know what? I actually, because last week we did camping. It came up on Facebook, because obviously Facebook listens to everything that's there.
Yep.
Glamping. I like fuck you, Facebook.
Yep.
Kill yourself.
It's about as camping as you were talking about.
Fuck off.
Like,
I'm not having it.
Sitting in a building somewhere rural is all you were doing when you were in a caravan.
Nope, portable building. It's a portable building.
Yeah, but it's a portable, fairly solid building. A tent is fabric and fucking cords that just somehow keep you safe.
Well, I've done plenty of camping as well.
Yeah, fair enough, whatever.
So fuck off.
I have camped on occasion. Every day's a camp day for you. Yeah, I'd like to go camping again, but I'm in no rush.
Yeah. I enjoy it.
Traditionally, you need someone that knows how to drive. Because you don't want to go camping within 5 miles.
No.
No. You want to camp somewhere, like, far away.
I don't want to camp anywhere that is within walking distance of
me.
Plungington Road. You I'm not so bad with. I can tell you to stop shagging in the tent next door. But the hobos that live on Plungington Road... No.
Wadaca's nice. Wadaca's not too far away. It's like... I want to say like half an hour's drive, if that. It's nice. It's a good sized campsite. It's big.
Yeah. Like we said last week, we'll have to go to a festival or something.
Yeah.
Festivals are good. Too
Yeah,
good.
me and Becca need to book a hotel for next year when Hammerfest is on.
What's Hammerfest?
It's the Becca's sister won tickets and didn't want them, so we got them.
Oh, okay.
Hammerfest 13 is like heavy metal. I don't know. I know like one or two of the bands. I think Lordy's going. I'm not sure.
Lordy.
Never mind. They won Eurovision in 2004. I think Becca will correct me.
I love it how this is like the new thing on the podcast like that. This happened, but Becca will correct me.
Yeah. You'd recognise some of Lordy's songs. Hard Rock Hallelujah, maybe.
I really recognise a few people from Eurovision. The bearded bloke.
2006. They're corrected. I'm going to show you a picture of Lordy.
Fuck is that?
It's Lordy. I just told you what it was. Yeah, Lordy.
Are they called Lordy because when you look at them you go, oh, fucking Lordy Lord.
No,
you all need fucking Jesus.
I'm going to say Finland. I feel like I'm wrong. I'll be corrected.
That area in Europe.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep, Finland. They do have a horror movie that they made that what at the time was the most expensive movie made in Finland.
Oh Lordy.
Lordy Lord. The film wasn't very good.
Surprise!
Like, it looked very good. It's just the story like left something to be desired.
I'm not shocked.
No.
Yeah, I don't really know very many people from Eurovision.
Katrina and the Waves. ABBA.
Oh, ABBA.
Yeah,
Fair
ABBA
enough.
one.
The guy that got turned into a vine. The bald guy. That had that stupid song that didn't even have any lyrics.
I've no idea what you're on about. Celine Dion, apparently.
Celine Dion.
That's
She
not the
don't
bald
fucking
guy.
count.
No, she's pretty sure she's Canadian as well. Saxophone guy. I don't. Eurovision's a mess, and it wasn't even real last year, and it was sad.
I do like to watch it though.
Yeah, me and Becca watch it. Me and Becca, we used to make a deal of it, like a proper do, and have people over, but last year, obviously not.
Yeah, I do like. I've only really got into it over the last year or two.
Yeah, no, it was I want to say 3 years ago. 3 years ago, where you never watched Dragon Ball Z, did you?
No, not really.
No, there was, I think it was like a Swedish band or somewhere around that, somewhere in the Scandinavias, where like proper like decent like rock metal band that when they all finished they all made like a very specific pose, and I was like, I recognise that pose. Why do I recognise that pose? And, like, half the fun of Eurovision on Eurovision night is Twitter, just constantly refreshing and seeing what people are saying. It's hilarious. But it was fucking Ginyu Force from Dragon Ball Z, and they'd made the pose. I was like, I knew I recognised it. Fucking nerds.
Jeez. Yeah, Eurovision's next level. It's literally like they've gone, let's just find the weirdest acts we can possibly find, chuck them all into a Live Aid situation.
Yep. Did you watch the Eurovision film with Will Ferrell?
No, I meant to, but I never watched it.
It's pretty good. It's alright. It's dumb. It's fun.
Yeah.
Here's Brosnan.
I don't know why, but I got just like the Eddie the Eagle film vibes from it.
I've not seen that. I was told it was good.
It's alright.
Middle-aged people liked it, so like a 50-50 chance it's alright.
It's okay at best.
Yeah.
It's
That's what I thought.
watchable. I can't even remember what the guy is called that plays Eddie the Eagle.
It's not Hugh Jackman. He's the coach, isn't he?
It's he's got. I remember him having a strange name. As my memory's terrible. It was in a film that was like James Bond but wasn't James Bond.
Oh, Jason Bourne.
I think it's called like The Gentleman or something like that. But
Yep,
I'm gonna have to Google the guy's name.
fucking go for it.
He's got like
It's not Hawkeye, is it?
no. It's like
Taron Egerton.
That's the one.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
I was just about to say the most like middle class, ridiculous fucking name that you'll hear.
And you were talking about Kingsman.
That's the one.
Yeah, he's in Kingsman.
Gentleman's slightly different from I think.
Yeah, that's a different one.
Yeah.
That was I want to say Tom Hardy. It's not Tom Hardy. That's not what I'm talking about. He's the guy who made Snatch and Lock, Stock and all those films. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. He also did the Aladdin remake, which makes me sad.
Gentleman, it's got him and that was in. Oh fucking hell! My memory's shocking.
It is. That's Matthew McConaughey, is it? Doesn't it? I'm pretty sure. Matthew McConaughey, Pierce Brosnan, sure he's in it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's the main guy out of Sons of Anarchy that you probably have never
I know him. He's good.
Yeah,
I don't know his name, but I know exactly who you mean.
He's in it as well.
Yeah, because he was also in the guy who makes these films. He did King Arthur film that was really good. It was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But I really liked it.
Yeah. My fucking memory's gone to fuck.
It's all the drinking, Keith.
I only drink when I come round here. I don't really drink at home. Like I was telling you, I got that case of beer. I reckon that's most of that will still be there in a month. We got some San Miguel from work like months ago. I've still got one of them in the fridge.
You don't commit to the drinking.
I don't. Unless I'm social drinking, I'm not drinking.
Remember it was when me and Becca were still doing D&D on Thursdays, like early on.
Yeah.
It was the first time that we did it on online. I had my desk set up. It's over there. Had my desk set up, and I bought myself it was a 20 crate of Corona, and it was like tenner because it had dropped in price from Aldi, and I had like 8 of them just in like a bucket of ice beside me. That was a good time because it's practically water.
Yeah, Corona is nice. Did you know that the stock, Corona, the brand is on the stock market and has absolutely plummeted.
Oh yeah.
Since the beginning of coronavirus.
As soon as pubs open up again, like everywhere, pubs open up again, it'll skyrocket.
Yeah.
Said in the short amount of time that pubs were open here again, Ferret sold a load of Corona.
Really?
Yeah, because people want to take a picture with it. Post it online because it's funny.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's is it Corona that's got the tequila in it?
It's Desperado.
That doesn't. Well, it says that it's got Corona in it. It's like fucking Corona flavoured.
Corona flavour.
Not Corona flavour.
You were waiting for me to fuck up saying something, were you?
Tequila flavour. Well, next week I'll be back.
Yeah, we talked about the difference between flavour and flavoured. Flavour implies that it tastes like the thing. Flavoured means that it has to contain some of the thing.
Yes. My brain's just not fucking working.
It's not okay. It's only Tuesday. You've got like 3 more days to go, mate.
Lack of sleep. That's what I'm put it down to.
Yeah, all right.
Lack of sleep.
Last night I didn't. I slept fine. It's just I woke up and I've been tired all day. Tried to have a nap and I didn't fall asleep. But the night before that, I got in bed at 10 o'clock. I probably got to sleep at about 11. Only woke up at like 12:30. That was a good sleep.
I thought like when you grew up and was like an adult, you slept less. Nope. Not at all.
I do. I now get up. I aim to at the latest get up at midday.
I reckon, like, for example, on a Friday night I go to bed at say 10, 11 o'clock,
Really?
maybe midnight, just because I'm in a routine from the week.
Oh yeah.
And I'll easily have like 10, 11, 12 hours. I reckon I could have more than that if I didn't need to get up for a piss and something to eat.
I never get up for a piss. Like, it is very, like, I have to act, like, in the evenings I don't really drink much. Like, Becca will go to bed at like 10 or something. I'll pour myself a drink. I'll go to bed at like 2, 3 in the morning. Half that drink will still be there. And then I'll like top it up a bit and go to bed with it. So I wake up and I'll go for a piss, but I am never bursting.
It only happens happens regardless of me. I always wake up and like.
And it's only been a few times in recent memory that I've woken up hungry. I don't wake up needing, because I went years without having breakfast. Like a good 10 years I didn't have breakfast.
I don't usually have anything to eat for, I'd say, at least a couple of hours after I wake up. Even during the week, I get up at 8. I won't have anything to eat till like 10, half 10.
Yeah, no, I can't wake up and shove something in my face.
I've got Cocoa Pops at home.
Oh, I should have asked you to get me Cocoa. I wanted Cocoa Pops the other day and I forgot.
My issue is that I'll only have like cereal here and there.
Yeah, no, it's like the Breville. It's like the Toasty Maker. Good month of the year. It's cereal time. I'm eating cereal now. This is who I am. I'm a cereal boy. And then you just don't have it one day and then you give up on cereal. And then 6 months down the line, you're like, I could go for a toasty. You get the Toasty Maker out. Get it out of the cupboard, dust it off, have a toasty. Banging. You're on toasties for like a month. Then all of a sudden you forget.
To the point now where I don't even bother buying like the litre bottles of milk. I'll get like the tiny bottles of milk. Or like the milk that they do that's like for the vegans that lasts like 3 million years.
What, you mean like oat milk?
Yeah, not proper milk. I wish it was milk. It seems like milk.
It's possibly adjacent to milk. This shit has never seen a cow. Do you mean like the UHT long-lasting milk?
Yeah, that, or like
no, because that is milk.
Well, like fucking coconut milk. It's not milk.
So, do you really put like coconut milk in your brew?
No. But I'll have it with cereal. Oh, I can hear his fucking Becca pissing herself upstairs. I don't fucking know about that. Milk adjacent.
Yeah, go
That'll
for it.
do. Expiry date, never.
Just get powdered milk at this point.
Just.
I can't believe this is possibly milk.
I can't believe this is possibly milk. Spreadable milk.
Shut up. What's your opinion on yogurt?
Oh, for fuck's sake, what have we got to?
What's your opinion on yogurt? What's your...
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, but what flavour?
I don't know, a fruity one.
Really? You like the bits? You like fruity bitty milk?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to Alex about this. Like, yeah, fruit. If a yogurt's got a bit in it, not going anywhere near it. But if that yogurt comes with like an entire separate corner that has like nice little chocky bickies, it's going in.
So basically, what you're saying is you've already got enough fruitiness in your life.
No, I just don't like the bits. I don't like.
You've got. Fucking hell.
What? Go on.
Fruitiness, but you don't like the bits.
Oh Christ.
Oh God.
I don't like jam with seeds in it either because it's just jam with obstacles. Chocolate covered raisins. I don't want to have to eat around a raisin.
What's wrong with fucking raisins?
Raisins are dog shit.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know, I'm weird with milk.
Like, I get like a litre of milk at a time. And it is, like, milk will go off every now and again. But generally, if the milk is getting towards its sell by date or use by date, I'll just drink it.
I went to the fridge the other day and went, fucking hell, I've got milk in. Looked at it, like the date was like fucking 2 weeks ago. I'm like, oh.
I must have told you. I must have told you about the time that it was when I was very poor.
I swear to God, if you tell me the fucking cheese string story again.
What cheese string?
You wanted fucking cheese strings
No, this
because
is
you're
entirely
like...
separate. Like, that happened when I was a child. Yes, we were poor when I was a child, but this is about when I was poor, not my mum and dad.
Oh, right. Well,
no, fucking...
Plenty of stages of being poor.
Yes, many. No, it was when I was very poor and I had treated myself to some Wheatos. Not Weetabix. I was on the Wheatos now. I poured myself a bowl of Wheatos and I went down because in my old house the fridge was in the cellar, so I had to go down into the basement. Because
you know that's the logical place to keep
it was that of the living room and it wasn't ideal in the living room, so shut up. Yeah, I went down and I was like, oh, can't remember the last time I got milk, so the milk in here is probably not great. Looked at it, it was 4 months out of date. 4.
That's not great.
So I cracked it open to give it a sniff, because it looked fine. It looked 100% fine. So I sniffed it. Smelled alright. So I just poured that on the cereal. And I ate that cereal, and it was just a bit yogurty, and it was fine.
You're an absolute fucking psycho. You are actually a fucking psycho. I don't trust
it. It was fine. Legitimately, it was fine. If it was bad, I wouldn't have had it.
Come and fucking sit here and look in that mirror. Fucking look at yourself. Have a fucking look at yourself.
Can't, I'm right there.
Fucking yogurt and Weetabix, for fuck's sake.
It was fine.
What's next? Cheese and fucking Weetabix?
No, that's a mess. And if you put beans on that Weetabix, you're going in the grave. It's nice this whenever like you gag on something I can watch the action replay.
For fuck's sake. Yeah, that's actually horrific. Why would you eat that?
It was fine. 100% it was alright. Like I did not drink the milk when I was done. Like I ate all the Wheatos that were nice and like not solid because they've been like steeped in milk. But I didn't drink the milk that was left in the bowl.
I'd literally have more respect for you right now if you went, I chucked the milk out and had water with me fucking Wheatos.
No, I can't. No, I couldn't do it.
Fucking sugary water.
Sugary, chucky water.
Oh.
Like when you really want a hot chocolate. Do you do hot chocolate with water? Because I won't. I refuse to.
No. Why would you do it with water? Milk. Could have milk. Surely that's the whole point.
Yes, but Chris, where would I get the milk for my tea? Silly Chris.
Wheatos in tea.
No.
It's like a biscuit.
No, it's a cereal.
The only person that I know that doesn't have milk in the cups of tea is Max. I'm fairly certain he's the hardest northern man that I've ever met in my life.
Why? What? Say that again. Start over.
Max
Yes.
Gallagher.
Yes, I know the man. Ginger.
He doesn't like that, but he is ginger.
Oh, he is, yeah. It's just a fact.
Doesn't have milk in his tea.
Alright.
You've got to be something special not to have sugar or milk in your tea.
I at my old job, because we had full fat milk, and full fat milk on its own, a very nice treat. In tea, it's way too creamy.
Yep.
Like, it's way too creamy. It's but yeah. So I got to the point where, because it was like proper creamy tea, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna start putting less and less. And when I started working there, I used to put I was a T2 sugars bloke.
Yep.
For years, I was T2. For a good long while, I was T2. So, when I was working there, I gradually got down on the sugar. I got down to half a sugar in my tea. It was a Sports Direct mug. Two or three tea bags, half a sugar, and I got to using no milk because I just was sick of it.
Yeah.
Coffee I like quite milky though.
My dad cracks me up with these cups of tea. He drinks a lot of tea.
Get a teapot.
I might have to at this point. But to the point now where he's been pretty much told off my stepmom, stop having fucking sugar in your tea because you're having 10 cups of tea a day at least. Too much sugar. Get rid of the sugar.
How much sugar is he putting in?
He'll just have one sugar.
So that's not that bad. That is better than a 500ml bottle of Coke.
Yeah, but he plays a lot of tennis, a lot of golf, and he's very active and just wants to look after himself. So fair play to him. But then has now got to the point where he doesn't have sugar in his tea, but refuses to give up the 2 biscuits.
Yeah, because biscuit's different.
It's not sugar. If you're going to cut out sugar with your cups of tea, surely it makes sense to cut out the biscuits as well.
Yeah, but biscuits...
Don't get me wrong. Look at me. I love biscuits.
Oh no, we don't have any biscuits. Oh fuck!
I love a good biscuit.
I really should start doing a shopping list for when you come over.
Fucking hell. I'll buy biscuits next time.
Yeah, do it. I told you that me and Becca went to one of the proper dirty, filthy, cheap shops that sell everything, but we got some properly cheap biscuits. They were the ones like BNBNs. Yeah, where the biscuit is it's just a cracker. Don't lie to me and say it's a biscuit. It's a cracker. With the really shitty chocolate cream in. We got some of those and
they are good.
They're so awful, but they are so fucking good.
I'm gonna go as far to say that they're not even that bad that they're good. They're just great.
They're dirt cheap though. They were I want to say they were 80p.
They do. I'm fairly certain. Obnobs chocolate.
Obnobs? No
Obnob.
H's there.
Well, I'm from North. We don't use H's.
From North.
From North.
Hobnob.
I'm from North. We don't use H's.
A hobnob.
The
OT wanky biscuit.
Knob.
The shitty OT ones, yeah.
They're doing with chocolate and caramel in there. They're nice.
It's just a flapjack.
It's
just a flapjack at this point.
Not as moist as a flapjack though. I feel like we're moving back onto the territory of your weird food things that you like, weird foods and weird orders and stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fairly certain that we covered some of this 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I was sat here pissing myself at you for about an hour.
There was Did I talk about Kit Kats? That was a whole ordeal.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What's wrong with Kit Kats?
No, there's nothing... I'm 100% certain we have talked about this. Because this started when we worked together. We have done, because I tried to call Nestle about it, but then the woman on the phone sounded angry, so I hung up.
Why were you ringing Nestle about...
What's a Kit Kat?
A chocolate wafer biscuit.
Alright. If I have a Kit Kat, and I snap it in
did
half and
mention
give you
it.
half of it, what have I given you?
Why does it matter?
Because it does.
So if you snap it in half and give me one of the bits, you've given me half.
I know, but what have you just eaten?
Half a Kit Kat.
Yeah, but it's Kit Kat. Is it a kit or a cat? Does it... We've already discussed this. There's the aero debacle as well, but...
Oh, fuck me.
Separate
Blow
issue.
my fucking brains out. What do you mean, is it a kit or is it a cat?
It's half of a kit, half of a cat. Because I'm pretty sure for a while they were printed on, like, half of the kit. Half of it said kit, half of it said cat.
For fuck's sake. Mate, I'm too tired for this shit. I don't know.
What's a chunky Kit Kat then? Is it the thumb? Is a forefinger a forefinger? Like, if you asked me for a Kit Kat, and I gave you half of a forefinger, that's still a 2-finger Kit Kat.
Right.
So is it a Kit Kat?
Yeah.
How can it be half a Kit Kat if half of a Kit Kat is one?
I don't know.
Thank you. Nestle have a lot to answer for.
Please stop selling Kit Kats. You're hurting my brain. Just stop buying Kit Kats. Stop thinking about Kit Kats.
We don't buy them because of this. What's your preferred one though? Like, of the Kit Kat Chunkies are clearly superior in every single way that can be agreed on.
Yep.
Nice. What's your preferred one? What's your flavour?
Just Kit Kat original.
Just Kit Kat Original Chunky.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the peanut butter one. Got to have it with a glass of milk, but
No, weird texture.
I don't mind it. I quite like it. They did salted caramel and fudge for a little while. That was nice. The cookie dough one was worth a bash, and white chocolate Kit Kat.
The white chocolate ones are good.
Yeah, I'm a fan of white chocolate. Then you get the arsehole that's like, oh, he's not chocolate. And you, fuck off, it's called white chocolate. It's what it is. Do one.
It's not chocolate.
What is it then? White bar?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Get out of my house.
Alright, fuck you. But yeah, it's not got any cocoa beans in it. It's not fucking chocolate.
It has cocoa solids. It just doesn't have, like, it's got cocoa fat in it, just not the solids, I think, or something. I don't care. It's called white chocolate. It's what it is. It's delicious. I like it. It's my preferred chocolate, honestly, if you get a nice one. Weirdly, Primark sold a really nice white chocolate for a while.
I think Cadbury's have just released some more white chocolate.
Oh yeah, the
stuff.
The
right.
white milk or whatever it is, because there's Cadbury's dairy milk, there's dark milk, and I think there's white milk as well, which is what colour milk is.
Could have just called it milk.
No, because then it's like Milky Bar.
I suppose it's milk chocolate.
Yeah,
It's the brown one.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't really care. It's not something that I care about.
Fuck off, Chris. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care enough about it. Breeds foresight. It enrages me.
Where's this come from?
Your Kit Kat debacle, I couldn't give a fuck. Because it's stuff that winds you up that you shouldn't really give a shit about. And you realise that you shouldn't give a shit about. That's why. Why are we sat here arguing about fucking Kit Kats and chocolate anyway?
Because you said I had weird food stuff and I didn't know what you were referring to and whether it was the Kit Kat thing.
I'm going to have to find out which one it is. I'm sure we spent like a fucking half an hour one day talking about
We did.
food.
It was when I was slightly more drunk than this, and I had a good rant for about half an hour about something. I can't remember what it was. Like, I wasn't drunk enough to have forgotten. It's just I will tend to not remember specific conversations that I've had with people. I will remember an outcome to a conversation, unless it's me and Liam talking for a good hour and a half about if I would let John Goodman shit between my legs while I was taking a shit. And then it turns out that he was actually referring to John C. Reilly, and I was thinking about John Goodman, and then the conversation fell apart because I was like, no, I'm thinking about John Goodman. He was like, oh, I was talking about John C. Reilly. I remember that conversation vividly.
I miss them weird conversations, William.
Oh, yeah, it was great. Working on fraud.
Just
talking nonsense.
Just out of the blue, would you rather? And you're like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that, add some questions. He is like the best. He is the best at would you rather.
It's not even would you rather, it's would you let me eat a kebab out of your arsehole? And then, well, are you paying for the kebab?
No, you are.
Then no, I wouldn't.
That's what he's like, though, isn't he?
I wonder if he does it with his kids. Would you?
Would you eat a kebab on me ass? I'm fairly certain if he said that, there needs to be some intervention there.
Would you eat your Cadbury's cream egg Easter egg out of my shoe?
And then you go, well, I'll lose the shoe.
How new's the shoe? When did you last wear it?
How many times have you worn it?
Can I clean the shoe beforehand?
Can I put it in the washing machine?
Is the cream egg still in the wrapper? Can I use my hands?
There were so many stupid conversations when we were at Star.
Ridiculous.
The fucking Norfolk one always sticks out in my mind.
No hills in Norfolk.
There's no hills in Norfolk.
Yeah, there aren't. They don't exist.
Except for that castle that is on a hill.
Castle on a hill, Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Dave, rebuttal.
We spent a good day talking about that as well, or at least a good afternoon. Have you heard from Dave recently?
No, I haven't. He posted on Facebook about how he is walking better than he once was with his metal leg.
The fucking one-leg wonder.
Yep.
I don't miss working with Dave.
Why not?
The nicest thing I can say about Dave Mason is he was competent at his job. Which leaves a lot to desire with a lot of the people that I work with at the moment.
Yeah.
There's I'm not going to mention his name, but there's...
Eddie.
No, there's a lad on Help to Save at the moment. Well, I say lad, he's like twice my age. And he's the type of person that's that nervous that he makes everyone around him nervous.
Oh dear.
It's like, ah.
Delightful.
And I called him nervous and he looked like he was about to shit his pants. It was unbelievable. It's like he was honestly surprised that someone thought he was nervous. And it was astonishing to me. Unbelievable. He used to be a substitute teacher.
Seen too many things.
I remember meeting him and finding out he used to be a substitute teacher and thought, a fucking 13-year-old me would absolutely fucking destroy you. You'd have no hope. Yeah, Asian bloke. Fairly certain he's gay.
Oh.
But he's married with kids.
Oh.
Like, yeah, definitely closeted you.
Lovely.
Not even like slightly closeted, like...
Closeted?
Yeah. I made it up. Get on board. I'm telling a fucking story.
Help him out then. Help him get out of there.
I don't know my way around Narnia.
Do you think that all closeted people are in Narnia? Is that...
No. Just the ones in the biggest denial.
So deep in the closet you're in Narnia.
Yeah, pretty much. There's some get well. You go right. He's gay. He's just not ready to come out yet. Just a bit nervous. It's a bit too bright out here for him. Or them. But him, you go. No, you've committed to this. You've fucking committed to this.
Got a wife and kids in there.
You've got a wife and kids. You might as well be working on fucking Good Morning Britain.
I was just about to make that joke.
You might as well be working on Good Morning Britain at this point.
Oh.
That's how far in you with it. Fucking going on and talking to lions in your spare time. That's how far in he is with it.
The Lion, the Witch, and this fella. Oh, Christ.
Oh, God. But yeah, that's fairly certain he's going. Like 95% sure. He said to me the other week, he's like, oh yeah, he got really deep with me the other day. I don't know why, because I don't really speak to him. Like, he seems like a nice enough guy. He just does me head in. But to the point, like, he was just like chatting to me and stuff, and like, oh yeah, blah blah whatever. It's like he started telling me about the issues that he was having with his wife, like last year, and saying, oh yeah, I even moved back in with my mum. First thought in my brain, mummy's white. Alright. Second thought, Mrs. found out. Found out that he's been talking to lions, playing with the fairies.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's all fun and games.
Yeah, it's all fun times.
Double fun times.
Right, I'm just going to go toilet, and then I'll crack on with my topic.
Okay.
Yes. Right. We'll catch you all shortly.
Be back at Uno Momento. My screen's frozen.
Yeah, give it a cheeky little refresh. Oh no, there we go.
There we go.
Mine's rebooted. There we go.
It looked like someone was scratching me back or something like that.
Right, yeah, my topic for this week. It's only a smallish one. Super Best Friends Play, my favourite YouTube channel of yesteryear that is dead. And I'm very sad about it.
I was meant to have a look at this like 2 hours ago. I just forgot.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
So what videos did they put on there?
It was all gameplay stuff. It
Okay.
started... Must be close to 10 years ago. I think it was like 2013 they started. And the inception was this guy called Matt, and he goes to his friend Wooly and goes, hey, I wanna do a YouTube channel. Do you wanna do it with me?
Yeah.
And Wooly goes, no, that's dumb. I don't want to do that. So they don't. And instead, Matt goes to his other friend, Pat. Matt and Wooly both work in video game testing. That's their main job.
Okay.
Video game testing. So Matt goes to his friend Pat that he met, I'm pretty sure, in college, who works in a grocery store, and goes, oh, hey, do you want to do this with me? I'm going to play Yoshi's Woolly World.
Okay.
They record it. And I can't remember what they did for a little while. I got in essentially when they really hit their stride, which is when, do you remember the YouTube channel Machinima? Yeah. They were a big gaming YouTube channel. They did news and stuff, and they would basically go to YouTubers that are kind of on the up and up and go, hey, do you want to do a series on our channel as well? So there's, I think it was just called Two Best Friends Play, where they would play the odd video game and do like half hour that'd be posted on there. And they'd also do their own stuff. And they just had a really good dynamic. They were really good. They just had a really good screen presence together. Then, it was called Two Best Friends Play for quite a while. Then, a couple of years later, maybe not even a couple of years, they bring Wooly on. The guy who was originally asked to do it with Matt goes, oh, hey, do you want to tag on? And he'd do the odd bit, and then eventually they fully brought him on. So now, you've got Matt and Pat doing stuff together. You've got all three of them doing videos together. You've got Wooly and Matt doing stuff, and then you've got every conceivable alternate connection of people. They're all doing stuff and posting it on. Like, I'm certain they had an Office Space for a little while as well. Because
Yeah.
then, a couple of years later, they get another friend. They get their friend Liam, who also worked in game testing. He came on as well. Things are going really, really well for quite a while. They're super fun guys to watch. Like, they got to the point where they all knew, okay, we can all do this as a full-time job. We don't have to work elsewhere now. This is conceivably a full-time job. It's fine.
Yeah.
So they start doing that. They start doing a podcast as well that ran for ages. They did a PO box thing as well, where they would open letters and fan mail and stuff. That was really, really nice. And they got to the point where they were releasing 2 videos a day, like prime time, super good. If you didn't like one of the video games they were playing, you'd probably like the other one.
Yeah.
So it was consistently good. And they also did it would happen every October. It was called the Shitstorm of Scariness, where they would play a new horror game every day of October.
Okay.
It was great. I absolutely loved it. And then the dreaded day came. I think it was something like the 13th of December, 3 years ago now. It will have been 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, probably just over 2 years ago now. Because all of their videos up until this point were, say, for example, they were playing Silent Hill, it'll be Silent Hill, then in brackets, part 5.
Yeah.
They post a video. Super Best Friends Play, part final. I'm in the middle of work, and I go, yeah, I just need the bathroom. Run upstairs, and I watch this, like, 16-minute long video that opens with Wooly going, hey, yeah, so we haven't lied to you in the entire time we were doing this. Not going to start now. Matt and Pat aren't friends anymore. Heartbroken. Crushed. Very sad. Watch the entire video, watch it again, because I'm like, could this possibly be satire? No, it just hurts. Because, like, a couple of years before that, Liam had left. And it was all, like, seemingly on good terms. But it's like, yeah, no, Liam and Pat just stopped getting on. Like, at all. They just didn't get on. And then there's... There wasn't really any fallout from it either. It's like, nope, they're just not friends. Don't follow each other on Twitter anymore. They don't interact. It's just that they're not friends anymore, so the YouTube channel isn't going to continue. And they had a nice part in the video where they're like, yep, now, don't worry about it, it's just like your parents getting a divorce, you get 2 Christmases now. Good job.
Okay, so do all of them still... Do they all have their own YouTube channels?
They all have their own. Pat mostly streams now. Like, he doesn't do anything specifically for YouTube anymore. He will put his streams up on YouTube to archive it. That's all he does for YouTube anymore. That's it.
Okay.
Matt, on the other hand, does a lot of, like, short video essays. He has a series called Wahapa, which he'll go, hey, this video game came out, and it was god-awful. Here's what happened during development, and why it is absolutely terrible.
Okay.
And he'll play the odd game on his own. Sometimes he'll get Liam on, and they'll do videos together, especially if it's like a Switch game or some Japanesey bullshit. They'll have a good time playing that. Shortly after the breakup, Resident Evil 2, the remake, came out. Oh no, it wasn't. Yeah, no, it was that they played together. So Pat and Wooly played that together. They did a full Let's Play of that. But since they've not done any videos together, but they do have a podcast that they do together called Castle Super Beast.
Okay.
It's the exact same as the old podcast, but it's just them two.
Right, okay.
It's really good. And Wooly has his own YouTube channel where he has a few of his friends. He's got Reggie, Min, and another YouTuber called Lil V Mills who does YouTube covers. He does covers of popular songs, but metal. He's fun. So they all do their own separate stuff. I don't think Liam has a YouTube channel, but he does stream from time to time. I'm not the biggest fan of his, so I don't actively go out looking for him. But all the other guys, I will watch their stuff because I like to support them and I like what they do. It's just they don't do anything together anymore, and it makes me very, very sad.
And are the English, these lads, American?
All Canadian.
All Canadian.
All Canadian. Which they didn't reveal for a really long time. Like, because Matt had this, like, persona, he was, like, super America man. He was, like, super into American stuff, had, like, American flags and all this bullshit. But no, Canadian.
Just Canadian.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I didn't realise until recently that, like, we're kind of doing stuff. There's nothing really... With Canada, it's all within, like, 200 miles of the border. There's nothing really north of that.
Oh, yeah, all the main stuff will be near the border. And the coast. Similar to, like, Australia. Australia has a lower population than Los Angeles does.
Yeah.
It's like, I think Australia has a population of, like, 13.4 million. And Los Angeles is, like, 15, 16.
Yeah.
Because most of Australia you can't do anything with. It is practically desert. There's nothing you can do.
It's all around the border, isn't it?
Yep, it's all on the coast.
Well, America's like that mostly.
Yeah, you got the Midwest, which is...
The vast majority, there's nothing central really.
No.
I think the most inland big city is like Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But even that's on the far coast.
Yeah, it's just how things are, because you want to be near water for the most part. Because also, like, rain doesn't get into the middle of places nearly as easily because it runs out by the time it's travelled, like 100 fucking miles, something like that. Probably more. But you need bodies of water to produce rain clouds. But you need rain to be able to get there to produce the bodies of water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah. You never know, Playboy, that might happen to us. We might blow up big time and then fall out over nothing.
Maybe.
Maybe not. Maybe we'll just do this forever.
Forever and ever.
Ever and ever.
Friends forever. Until you move back to Blackburn and make me sad.
Never happening.
Good.
I mean, the moving to Blackburn, but
yeah,
never moving back to Blackburn.
Yeah, don't. It's bad there.
Yeah, it annoys me that I live so close to it.
Because I always thought Blackburn was further away than it is.
Yeah, it's only like
'cause
10 miles.
when I was a kid, I only ever went there, like, I want to say probably 4 times. Because you had the water park, I think. Waves, yeah. Which is a good water park. I went to there maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
Been to the ice skating place maybe twice, and I went to the cathedral.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just not much to do in Blackburn. There's no nightlife. Waves has been knocked down.
Really?
Yeah,
How long ago?
A few years back. I think they were knocking it down before I moved to Preston.
Really? Because I liked it there. That was good. They had the big, the slide where you went into like this big fucking almost dome thing, and I like that one.
The alien slide.
Yeah, that was good. I'd like to go to Sandcastle because I enjoy a good water park. Me and Becca, when we were looking at going on holiday, the place we went to, there was a place that was like, I want to say it was nearly $1,000 more, but it was near Terra Mythica, which is the biggest water park in Europe.
Oh.
So, like, we were tempted by that, but it was... it was significantly more expensive, enough that I was like...
It's not worth an extra £1,000.
Yeah, it was like 800 quid to $1,000 more. It was significant enough.
Yeah. And you could, to be fair, with that extra grand, you could go on a really nice holiday.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to start thinking of, like, if I do want to go on holiday again, where, but, you know, being robbed kind of puts things off.
Yeah, does that to you.
Oh no, sorry. Becca corrected me. Siam Park is the largest water park in Europe. Terra Mythica was the theme park near where we stayed that I don't think we went to.
I don't think I've been to that many water parks.
I went to Wave. I've been to Sandcastle.
I don't think you can really call Waves a water park. There was one slide and a wave machine in the pool.
Oh no, there must have been. Did it not have the big, the U-shaped one that you went down in a rubber dinghy?
No.
I must be confusing it with Sandcastle.
Yep. No, there was one slide that went into a UFO shaped thing.
Yeah, I remember that
That's
one.
what they called it, the alien slide. And a big pool. On like a little hot tub jacuzzi type thing in the corner.
Mm.
That's it. So it's not really a water park. Yeah, there's not a lot going on in Blackburn, to be honest.
No, it's like Preston doesn't have. Preston has a lot of small bits. Like there's a few like, what are they called? Fucking blank park. Can't think of what it's called. Retail park.
Yeah.
There's a few like retail parks with like warehouses that had stuff in. Like there was a roller skating rink, just past the prison. Like going up a New Hall Lane that me and Becca went to once. Because I thought, I surprised her. I was like, I know you like roller skating. I've booked us roller skating on Saturday. It was when we still worked together because it was on like 11 quid for like a couple of hours. Thought that'd be fun. We did it. It was really fun. And then a month later, it closed down.
Yeah, there's a trampoline place in.
There's a couple of trampoline places.
Yeah.
Trampoline places. There's. It's like a Ninja Warrior. There's a place like that. Up a similar place. Yeah, there's stuff to do. There's a couple of bowling places. There's all the stuff that's in level.
There's a bowling place front corner.
I know, I like that one. That's the one I go to because it's cheap.
Yep.
It's the place that used to do late nights. It was. They would stay open till 2 in the morning. They'd put like the rave lights on, UV reactive like pins and everything and paint. They'd stay open till 2, and it was like £2 a round. It was really good. They don't do that anymore because it's changed hands multiple times.
There's the escape place.
There is. I've done 2 of those now. They've been fun. I like it.
You did one with me. We did it with work. We organised like a work thing, didn't we? Mark organised it. We had like a group chat and everything.
Yes, I've been 3 times.
There you go.
Wait, no, is that? Yeah, no, it's 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah, because we went to there's like a laser tag place and they do laser tag as well.
Yep. Yeah, because I've done the vampire one.
I didn't do that one. I think we did. Actually, it might have been the vampire one.
No, which one did we do?
Yeah, it was the vampire one.
Was I on your team? Are you sure that we did the escape room? Because
Yeah.
Right. Did we do laser tag first?
I can't remember.
Because I had somewhere to be. I had a thing at Roper Hall to go to on that day. So there is a decent chance I didn't do the escape room because I do not remember doing an escape room with you. Because I've done the vampire one that I did more recently. I did it with Plungy Lot. And I did the painting robbery one with my family. I've only done twice.
I thought you did it with us.
No, we've got a picture. I know we did laser tag. I know that I didn't do thingy.
Oh, I don't know then. You might not have done it.
We'll have to ask Liam because I know Liam was there.
Yeah, I know that me, you, Liam, Mike went. That it's called Jessica Withers.
There was the other girl as well, who owned a frozen yogurt place. I don't remember.
I don't know. There was another girl from Blackburn that lived around the corner from me.
I think that was her.
She was a bit weird.
Yeah. The one who, like, do you remember when Dave used to tag everybody in something? when he posts something, and she just commented, "I don't know, I've been tagged in this, Dave. I wasn't there."
I love it.
Yeah, no, I know that I did a laser tag, but I can't because I got really sweaty and then I had somewhere to be.
Yeah, I remember doing laser tag. I can't remember what else, but
Yeah, no, I'll have to ask Liam because
you speak to Liam a lot more than I do.
no, I don't. Not spoken to him. I think he messaged me out of the blue like a month and a half ago.
I think I've spoken to him once since the beginning of lockdown. When I saw him
when you
court,
bumped him in court, yeah.
and he followed me around,
Nice.
and it was great. I loved it.
Yep. I see him like I want to say a couple of times a month. Like when I'll walk out and he'll be walking his kids and his dog.
What, down my pike?
Yeah.
I do miss Liam. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Soon enough we'll be able to sort something out.
Yeah. Well, I've been saying this for like 2 or 3 months now.
Yeah, but
Wing
can't sort anything out now.
How long have we been saying Wing Wednesday? Proper all.
Oh, Wing Wednesday. I hope that Roper Hall has been talking about reopening because they didn't reopen when they could
Yeah.
last year. But they are going to be. They've been posting stuff on the Facebook.
The issue with that was always one of us was completely skinned.
Oh yeah, and
Every
nobody
time.
else wanted to cover it.
I think the time that we did do it, me and you covered Liam. Or was it me and Liam covered you?
No, that was boxing. You guys covered me. Boxing upstairs before Roper Hall was done up.
I forgot that we did Roper Hall twice. William.
There was one time in Roper Hall like I couldn't find my key on the way out to work. And it's a self-locking door where I used to live. So I left work and just thought, all right, I'm on my way home. So I'm on the bus and I message one of my housemates. I'm like, oh, are you in? I've forgotten my key. And he went, oh no, I'm out at the minute. I'm only going to be back in a couple of hours. And I went, oh, all right, fine.
Yeah.
Right, fair enough. Message my other housemate, but he doesn't respond. So I go, oh, fine. So I just get off the bus early. I got off at Roper, walked in, sat down with a pint because I had like some level of expendable income. Sat down with a pint, and then my other housemate walks in with his girlfriend and her mate. So we had just had a nice evening in Roper Hall, and that happened again like a month and a half later.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's just nice, like, because I've never had a local. Not old enough to have a local, and I don't go to the pub regularly enough to have a local. The Plungy was my local. I worked there. But yeah, it's just nice to be able to walk in and recognise someone. Alright, Warehouse was my local. I could go to Warehouse on any given night and recognise someone and be fine.
Yeah.
I used to.
It's been fucking years since.
As soon as Warehouse announces, I will happily go opening night. I don't care.
But I did say to you last time we talked about Warehouse, book me and I'll come here.
Yep. I will message you. You have to like the post yourself.
Yeah.
You can't.
Do they still do that free opening, free entry?
Yeah, that's what the guest list is. The guest list is as long as you like it beforehand. I imagine they'll still charge. I think, seeing as they've been closed for over a year now, I think there is a decent chance they might.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll have done it up?
I don't.
I hope not.
I don't think they'll have even cleaned the insides.
No, you can't. If it's not got a sticky floor when you walk in, then what's the point?
Yeah. Where else is definitely the place where you go, right, I'm now pissed, let's go where else?
Yep. I'll go there first. Like, I'll pre-drink to an extent. I'll pre-drink until I've got a buzz, and I'll go Warehouse, and
I think the only other time that I've been out with Liam while you weren't there is I'm fairly certain. I don't know why, but I met him in Warehouse. I was with Chris Newcomb and another lad from Tech that I can never remember his name, but I'm fairly certain I've got him on Facebook.
Yeah.
We were in there for hours.
I like Warehouse. I don't get excited for much, but I am excited to be able to go out again. Like, I enjoy sitting in a pub to the extent that it is entirely based on who you've gone with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the weather or whatever. Like, pub in winter next to a fire, that's nice. Pub in summer out in the beer garden, also nice. In betweens, I don't care much for. But you can go out to a club like Warehouse and you can meet people and you can have a nice evening and never see them again.
Equally is nice.
Yeah. But that's not reliant on who you go with. It's like you can meet people. I will never go up and sit next to someone in a pub and start chatting. That's not proper pub etiquette.
Unless you're Eddie McSpirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Soon we'll be back to, or at least closer to how things were.
Yeah, looking at the death rates the other day, they were like so low.
That's good.
I think it was like Friday last week. 70 people died of it.
Bloody hell.
Like there's almost 70 million people in the country. Why are we fucking about?
It's because as soon as you open up again, it rises again. That's the entire issue. That's why they're aiming for by the time that we're fully open again, pretty much everyone will at least have had a...
Fuck it, I don't care. I don't care. At this point, I don't care anymore. Open everything out. Open everything up. If you die, you die.
Chris, please don't die.
Well, don't go outside if you're at risk. Fuck you. I've got things to do. Alcohol to drink. If you're at Harris, don't fucking risk it. Stay at home. Drink a cup of tea. Take some fucking vitamin B or something. I don't fucking know. Sort yourself out. Fucking vulnerable. Fucking vulnerable once I'm done with you.
Right, I think we'll leave it there.
Angry round's over.
Right, we'll catch you all next week.
Well, this week. Or next week. We don't know.
Later this week, whenever it is.
Whenever you
Ta-ra.
Bye.